A very warm welcome, Ishmeet, at So High. A small brief of yours would make our conversation interesting and help our viewers to know who you are. So, I have with me Ishmeet Singh Chandio, who has done hotel management and having worked with brands like Hyatt, JW Marriott, and Kingfisher Airlines. Ishmeet thought of getting into dog food business, and when he started cooking for his own pet son, Harley, that's when he got the idea of find out making food for other dogs as well. So Ishmeet is a founder at Harley's Corner, and it is the first ready to eat wet dog food in India. Harley's Corner provides with gourmet meals, doggy treats, cakes, ice creams for dogs. So a very warm welcome, Ishmeet at So Too High.
Thank you so much, Aditi. It's a real pleasure to be on this platform. So, like you said, a little introduction into what I do is I am the
Yeah.
founder, and what I call myself, my self designation is the dog chef
Okay.
at Corner. I
Wow.
am probably India's only on first dog chef, and can probably be the only person in the country who can actually make a 5 course meal for dogs.
Wow.
And like you said, it all started when I adopted my son Harley from a construction site near my office. And initially, as a first-time pet parent, I took the word of all the vets and the pet shops, and I kind of bought the regular kibbles, the dry commercial food which is available, and
Mm-hmm.
would sell to Harley. And then I realized that he'd eat that reluctantly, and then always wait around the table to eat. When I was eating my dinner or my lunch and
Yeah.
wanted food for what I was eating. And it made me think, saying that I would never, as somebody who loves food, I would never be happy eating dry same taste food every day. So I said, why don't I start cooking fresh food for Harley?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the whole interest came about. And I started, I researched online about what kind of food you can give your dogs. First of all, what certain food groups that you can feed your dog and certain groups that you cannot feed your dog. So first
Okay.
I had to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I understood that, I started cooking for him. He loved it. He would wait. He just stopped eating all the dry food, the kibbles, and just waited for his
Fresh food.
dad to kind of cook food for
Wow.
him. And every day he enjoyed that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how it started. I was in a society, and I was living in a society in Bombay which was quite pet friendly. There were about 15, 20 dogs there. So as I
Okay.
cooked for Harley, I took a little extra and carry it down for a walk, and give it to other
Oh,
pet
that's so
parents with
sweet.
trial. And then they came back saying that, listen, the dogs love this food. Why don't you make a larger portion? Please charge us for it.
Oh,
So, somebody comes to you saying, listen, cook something and charge us for it. That's exactly where the business idea started.
yeah, yeah.
And then Harley's Corner has been, we've invented ourselves, reinvented ourselves, improved packaging, improved technology, improved all those recipes, and introduced new recipes. And like you said, that's where we are. We provide gourmet meals, we provide treats, ice creams, cupcakes, cakes, we do homemade jerky, we do a lot of stuff.
Wow. And how tough or easy it was, to get the idea come on floor.
So the idea to cook food is never difficult, right? I love cooking. Being a pass out of IHM Mumbai, the other catering college, we were taught how to cook
Yeah.
food. So we have the technical understanding of knowing what food matches with what, and what are cooking techniques, and what are different ways to kind of what ingredients can you mix and change, and interchange, so that you get the right end product without compromising on the
Quality.
structural integrity of a product, etc. And cooking for Harley, there was a lot of research done online. And eventually, when I started as a business, I realized that just being just knowing how to cook and cooking food for dogs was not just enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that that if I had to package the food and sell it, I had to be 100% sure that what I was feeding the dog was nutritional, and met all their requirements, the dietary requirements.
Mm-hmm.
So that got another journey, actually, Aditi. And I started looking around for speaking to vets and trying to figure out if there was a canine nutritionist anywhere available in India. And honestly, there is no canine nutritionist. So after that, what happened was, eventually I realized that I can't really sell a product unless I have, I am confident that what I'm selling is 100% safe for dogs.
Okay.
So I went online, I researched, I enrolled with an online certificate course to study canine nutrition, which was based out of the United States. And I actually did my entire certification. So I know now that what I sell as a product,
Yeah.
I know fits nutritional value requirements and is perfectly safe for dogs.
Ishmi, tell me, what are the variations you have done for ready to eat food? Because I saw a lot of things on your website.
We currently have 4 offerings that we have with Standard Meals.
Okay.
Two are chicken liver, vegetables, etc., and brown rice based.
Okay.
One is a chicken and a broken wheat based, so it's low on carbs. And one is a brown rice and a tuna based, so fish. So the reason we've got 4 different products over here is that so each of these products have got there's a combination of rice, vegetables, meat, etc., which fits the requirement of every dog. And so, like for instance, the meal with broken wheat, that one is a low carb meat, right?
Okay.
So it's for dogs who are a little bit on the fatter side, right? Who are the little chubbier ones who are very active, but they need that energy to kind of push themselves.
Yeah.
That meal is great. With regards to our fresh treats, which are the cakes and cupcakes and ice creams and all that. So the ice creams, we know that it's a misconception that dogs can have milk. Actually, dogs are naturally lactose intolerant, so you've got to give them a probiotic. So we use curd instead of milk.
Okay.
All our cakes are sugar-free, fat-free, salt-free. All our food is preservative-free, additive-free, stabilizer-free. And it's all human. That's the most important part. There was actually a study which is done. So on my website, there is a study which is published, where a group of European Union doctors and scientists actually did a study to see fresh food versus this commercial dry which are available. So if you put your dog on a fresh food diet, your dog will live on average 2.5 to 3 years longer than a dog on a kibble food diet. Now, the reason is that the food, which is the kibbles that is there, those pellets that you get, they use animal grade products. So for instance, if I was to talk to anybody who eats chicken, right? So if we are ordering chicken, what do we generally get, right? In restaurants and menus, you'll get the chicken breast, you'll get the leg, you'll get the wing, the lollipop, correct? That's what you get. But the head, the skin, the feet, all the innards, all the inside, the stomach, all those things, right? All that is waste. Now, that is what is categorized as animal grade, animal feed. So all these pellet brands are the ones who are using meat. So we won't eat it. So the whole principle of Harley's Corner is, if I won't feed it to Harley, I will not sell it. So the standards of what we are, of the food, quality of the ingredients are at its highest. You can't get better food than what we have. Yeah. And Harley is chief tasting officer. So, if he tastes the recipe and eats it and approves it, it goes into production. Otherwise, it's scrapped. So he's the fussiest dog I've met. Yeah. I think being part of a household which, loves food, just very fussy. And if he enjoys the food, then I know for a fact that recipe is a winner for the other dogs. Okay. Thank you.
And Ishmeet, if you tell me, what are the future plans of Harley's Corner?
So future plans is we want to grow. We want to most likely look at in scaling up our manufacturing. We want to introduce meals which are lamb-based, pork-based, buffalo meat, all that. So we want to increase the entire range. If you ask me, Harley's Corner will always remain an online brand because when you go down, so as it's like when you go to a doctor, right? A doctor will prescribe a certain medicine to you, etc., etc. Yeah. And then when you go to the other side of the business, when you go into studying to become a doctor and seeing the way pharmaceutical companies work, you understand it's a very dark belly underside which is there of this. So the same thing, unfortunately, I learned the hard way with the pet industry. So as a pet parent, when I took Harley to the vet and to the pet shops and all, it's so sweet, everybody's so nice to you. The moment I become a manufacturer, it's like, so I had one vet, I won't say in which city or the name of the vet, who actually said, I told them, I told the group of vets, I said, if I'm a home-based, Indian-based brand, everything is imported. I'm making the best quality food that you can give your dog. Why don't you promote my food? Yeah. Right? Give you your basic margins, etc., etc. So I actually had a vet tell me that if I recommend this food to the dogs and the dog remains healthy, how do I make money? He won't come back to me. God. So when you understand that, and then I realized that, so initially when Harley's Corner started, we did the traditional wholesaler, distributor, retailer route. We would be available in shops and at vets.
Mhm.
Then I just pulled everything back. I said, you know what, I can't. Uh, principally, I can't agree with that. And then when I see somebody who's supposed to be a caregiver and a health work, a caregiver,
Yeah.
start worrying about money and how they're going to create this, so it just kind of leaves a very sour taste in my mouth. So I pulled everything back and I went online. I said, you know what, discerning pet parents, and the best way for my market to grow is word of mouth. And of course, platforms like Soar to High and other platforms where I can, showcase what my brand is all about is how I will grow.
And Ishmeet, last thing, like how do you see the Indian market for ready food for dogs, and what are the things that is missing?
So I'll tell you, when you compare, the largest market today for pet food is the United States.
Yeah.
Okay. When you talk about number of, so if out of the entire market of wet food, right, which is this home style food in the United States, is about 38 of the total dog food market. In India, the number of dogs are literally doubling year on year. So we are catching up with the United States with regards to the number of dogs.
Okay.
But if you look at the ratio of wet food, the wet food industry compared to the entire dog food industry, it's not even 1%. But the problem with India is when we buy a packaged product, we don't turn it and read the ingredients. Right. So there is a great misconception. The biggest misconception that was broken for me when I was studying canine nutrition is that you don't need to feed your dog based on the breed. You have to feed your dog based on the weight and the age.
Okay.
Right. And there are certain products, certain companies in the market that are selling food as per a breed. So I tell people that, listen, look at the food which is for a small puppy, small dog, which is about 7-8 kilos, and look at the food which is for a large dog, which is 60 kilos. Turn the packs around and read the ingredients. They are all the same.
Very true. Very, very important insight you have given us, Ishmeet. Thank you for that.
My pleasure, Aditi, my pleasure.
So, Ishmeet, it was great knowing you and Harley's Corner's journey. And thank you for sharing your important insights about pet dog food. Thank you for being at So to High today.
My pleasure, Aditi. Thank you so much for having me on the platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much.